I wrote my way out.
When the world turns its back on me.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson with colleagues Shaq and Ken Smith. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out there in Cleveland, where it'll be the Cavaliers against the Washington Wizards. And guys, for the Wizards, they haven't competed at the level they'd like over the last week or so. Just one win in 5 games. And you remember when LeBron first came back to Cleveland, there were some growing pains. Things didn't gel right away. But this is a team that knows what it's doing now, Kenny.
Well, it only took them about 2 months, honestly, Ernie. I mean, they went to the NBA Finals. So, yeah, the best in the East. These guys, LeBron, any team he's on, he's kind of like the Shaquille O'Neal of his day. Any team that he's on is going to be favored to win the NBA championship. Well, and I'm not kissing up to him because he's sitting on the other side.
Well, thank you, Kenny. But players like Kevin Love, they're adapted to their new roles. You have to give a lot of credit to the front office, too, finding role players that fit. Thank you for the compliment, Kenny.
Oh, truth is truth, man.
That's it for us here as we send you to Kevin Harlan, the rest of the 2K Sports crew. I love you guys, too.
It's a love.
But it's a one-way love.
Thank you.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Last time these two teams met, it was the Cleveland Cavaliers who came away with the W against the Washington Wizards. And they'd love to go for the sweep here and make it 4-0 in the season series.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And I feel like the defense was one step behind them all night. I mean, they never made the adjustments to string together a few stops.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, Kevin, Tristan Thompson is one of the elite offensive rebounders in the league. He said, for me, it's always see ball, get ball, and just bring the energy. And be that guy that when I check in, guys on the other team are like, oh, no, he's here tonight? That's my mentality. Kevin?
Thanks to Yang. Clearly, Thompson knows his role on this team. Got to admire how hard he goes on the glass. And tonight, the matchup at the center position is certain to draw attention. Not something we say every night because the bigs don't seem to be stressed. But tonight, Chris, that is a factor.
Thank God big guys are back in the game. Kevin, you know, I got this opinion that there's a conspiracy against the big guys. I mean, hey, big guys played in this basketball. You guys remember a guy by the name of Mikan? He was pretty big. So, yeah, tonight we have a great center matchup. Can't wait to watch this.
And so off the tip, it's Washington's ball. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Wizards. A great scoring pair of wings. Beal the 2, Porter the 3. Morris and Gortat together down low. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. And so it's the Wizards getting on the board first. Thompson, a screen on Wall. To the wing on the left. Back to Thomas. Shot clock at 5. For the 3. Porter pulls it in. And the Wizards with possession. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And really, man, they played their hearts out. Missed a couple opportunities down the stretch, and that was the difference.
Absolutely right, Greg. That's all it takes. A play here, a play there, a detail that isn't accounted for, it stings.
Cleveland on defense. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And it says a lot about you that even when you're not at your best, they definitely were still in that game and able to win comfortably.
But that just shows you which team showed more talent. They turned it on when they absolutely needed to.
Now here's Thomas, following the miss by John Wall. Thomas kicks to James. Cleveland moving the ball around. Inside, and Morris throws it down.
That's just great awareness from the savvy point guard. Wall is excellent at sharing the wealth.
Thompson, a screen on Porter. Upside Thomas, the train. Offensive rebound. Love right side. That's in there. Thomas with the assist.
I love his experience at finishing through getting hit. A physical forward with excellent hands.
Beal dishes to Gortat. Left side, Wall. Morris with a screen on Rose. Beal. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
It's stolen by Morris. Outside, Beal. He kicks the Wall. Here's Morris. It doesn't go for him. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. And here's Love from the arc. Connects from three-point range. Love's got 5 now.
And Love sinks these catch-and-shoot jumpers so easily. I mean, his timing, his release, well, not allowing the D to react.
Now here's Wall. 17 points in his last outing. Back to Porter. Wall against Thomas. Morris a screen. Morris with the screen for Beal. Up off the screen. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
And look, Beal can't be stopped. Once he gets a little wiggle room, he pulls without hesitation.
LeBron against Porter. Oh, wide open look for Love. Traps in the tray. He's got 8.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, yeah, he's a guy who can carry you for stretches, long stretches in this game. You want to get him involved early and often.
Now here's Beal. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against Houston.
And he also drew a lot of fouls, forcing the defense to react to his aggressive style of play.
It's good.
Oh, Beal plays big in the paint. It doesn't matter who's on him. He's determined to finish open.
Outside Rose. Thomas is screen on Beal. Morris against Love. Over Morris. Pocket 6. Kevin Love again.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here's Wall. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And no good that time.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time. A lot of players who are the age of Gortat would have started to slow down a bit. He's bucking that trend and continues to produce well. A very steady presence for his team in the paint.
And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Wizards trail by 4. It's Beal on the wing. Gortat against Thompson. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
Oh, he had plenty of space to square up and take that easy shot, but I don't understand why he faded away there.
LeBron kicks to Thomas. To the right side. Out of bounds. Washington takes possession. Chance now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Wall.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Now here's Beal. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. Now here's LeBron. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
LeBron continues to add to his legacy, a dominant player on both ends of the floor. But LeBron James can do everything on a basketball court. It's his passing that's always stood out to me. His vision at his size, I mean, historically great.
And you lump in LeBron with Magic Johnson and Larry Bird when you talk about players 6'8", 6'9", who can control a game, Chris, simply with their passing.
Oh, yeah, don't forget about yours truly, but he can pick you apart. He sees over the top of defenses, and he throws bullet passes that leave the defense no time to recover.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
For three, Love. He can't get it to go. And Washington the other way now.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Here's Wall. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Thomas kicks to Thompson. They double-team Love. Back to Thompson. He feeds it to Thomas. Just 5 on the clock. Over to the left wing. Offensive rebound.
He's been in control here tonight, helping them get in front with his work from the field.
Wizards trail by 5. Wall passes to Gortat. Wall dishes to Morris. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Crowder comes in for Kevin Love. Smith checked in for James. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Rose. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Mahinmi's checked in for Gortat. Kelly Oubre comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Langston Galloway's checked in for Beal. And it's Frazier in for John Wall. Now, here's Thomas. What a tremendous game he played against Toronto. Balls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
You just don't see players at 5'9" with Thomas's ability to finish in traffic. He's got an incredible knack for it.
Frazier kicks to Galloway. Morris outside. Morris with a screen on Crowder. Off the screen. A nice shot by Frazier. Frazier's got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, great awareness. No reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
He created a little separation from that mid-range. Just a good shot for him in that situation.
Knocks down the 3-ball. And the Cavaliers lead by 6.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
There's Galloway. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. A 15-footer. Rebound by Smith.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, that just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
Now, here is Smith. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
Oh, that's a brutal giveaway. Pass to no man's land.
Wizards trail by 6. Frazier with it. 14 points from him the last game against Houston. And the wide open shot from Morris. Nailed from 3-point land. Morris has got 7 points.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Crowder is screen on Frazier. Thomas passes to Holmes. Cleveland keeping it alive. Fresh 24. Smith sets the pick for Crowder. Here's Thomas. Not enough on that one as it misses.
He may have missed it, but that's a clean look at the basket.
Crowder with the steal. Wade on the wing. He had 10 points in the win against Toronto. Thomas against Frazier. Thomas dishes to Smith. Shot clock at 6. And the rejection by Mahimi. Here's Galloway. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Now Wade. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. To the inside. It's stolen by Morris. Thomas against Frazier. Morris kicks to Galloway. Frazier outside. Morris a screen. Frazier the pass to Morris. And another miss by Washington.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
A lot of history here with the Wizards and Washington. A lot of great players have worn the jersey, yourself included, Chris. Do you have a favorite Wizard or Bullet player you like to watch?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I did. Juwan Howard. I loved watching him go to work in that great All-Star season that he had. Wes Unseld, he's had a huge influence on so many bigs. Elvin Hayes, I mean, his name is all over the franchise record book. So many players. John Wall now.
Drills the three-pointer.
It's a bonus seeing Wade sink the 3. I mean, working on becoming a bigger threat from out there.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now here's Frazier. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Mahimi a screen. Got a hand on it. Here's Crowder. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And when he's not shooting threes, Crowder is attacking the paint. That's how he plays the game. And this Cavaliers team, for all his talent, rarely in league history is a superstar yielded so much control is built around LeBron James.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Shumpert's checked in, and a switcher also for Washington. Meeks is checked in. And LeBron not shy about making his voice heard when it comes to moves he feels the Cavs need to make.
He wants to win. His understanding of the game isn't just limited to his part to play, but also the pieces around him as well.
Cleveland moving it around. Left side, Shumpert. This one for 3. And it's Meeks with the rebound. Wizards trail by 8. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. On the wing, Shumpert. And here's Smith. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Shoots over Meeks. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Cleveland ahead. They lead by 8. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And a chance to hear from Bradley Beal. He came from a football family in St. Louis, but said his mother introduced him to the game of basketball at a young age.
She definitely put the ball in my hand. She's the one who taught me my form. I followed through, and still to this day, she yells at me if I miss a shot. So she's kind of a perfectionist, and she definitely taught me how to shoot. She can shoot it, and she still to this day thinks she can shoot better than me.
Maybe some other NBA players should be practicing with Bradley Beal's mom, because she has definitely honed something special into him.
To be sure. I'm just not sure some of the more delicate NBA egos could handle her trash talking once she beats them in a game of horse.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
Well, and not only in terms of building the lead, but now the defense has to extend itself. That leads to other opportunities.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. They've got Frazier, Jody Meeks out there with Oubre. Then there's Ian Mahimi, and it's Galloway in at the 2. Frazier outside. There's the pick. Pass to Meeks. Shot clock at 6. Offline with his 3.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Holmes with it. Mahimi on him. Holmes kicks to Crowder. In the corner, Holmes with it. Three-pointer, Wade. The offensive rebound. Oubre with the steal. Kicks it to Meeks. The tray. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him.
Well, I'm sure he thought that was good when they left his fingertips. Matter of fact, I know he did.
Now, here's Meeks. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Galloway, no good.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I'd love to hear his explanation of coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
And they're pushing it up. Here's Oubre. No good that time. Good D by Wade. The Cavaliers leading by 10. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Wade's got 5.
Wade is super efficient in the paint. He's clever at finding ways to score around the rim.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Mahimi passes it to Galloway. Feeds to Oubre. And again, Washington, no good. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Wade kicks to Holmes. Back to Wade. Smith outside. Shumpert in the corner. Offline with his 3. Wizards trail by 12. Galloway dishes to Frazier. Oubre kicks to Galloway. Out to the wing. Mahimi a screen. Frazier the pass to Oubre. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. The Cavaliers leading by 12. Wade kicks to Holmes. And the rejection by Mahimi. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Back to Galloway. Bangs home the trifecta. Galloway has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And look, the D has to be talking out there. They can't make threes that easy for them.
Shumpert in the corner. Lays it up off the glass. Shumpert's got his first points of the night. Well, as a Michigan man, Chris, we know you're always following Big Ten action. Who are your favorite players out of the Big Ten currently playing in the NBA?
Man, I don't know if I'll be able to go home after this, but I love Mike Conley.
You'd be in trouble, I know.
Oh, man, I love his game. I love everything about him. His father, he comes from an athletic family. I just hate the fact that he's a Buckeye. But he's one of my favorites. And, of course, you know, you got to look at a kid named Tim Hardaway Jr. and Glenn Robinson III, dunk contest winner. Those guys went to a pretty good university in the Big Ten. So
they did.
There's a lot of great talent coming out of the Big Ten.
Can I mention a couple others like Draymond Green from just down the road in Ann Arbor who played in East Lansing? Can I talk about him?
I love Draymond. When he was growing up, watching him play in Michigan in high school, I always knew he was going to be a great talent. So, yeah, even though he wore the green and white in college, still a big fan of his, too. I think the Big Ten is definitely representing well in the NBA.
I think everyone can now agree that John Wall is one of the better point guards in the NBA.
No doubt. At this point, when you factor in his production, he's got to be in the top 5, if not top 3 guards in the league. One of the better passers we have as well. It's just hard to find guards that can create so easily the way Wall can.
The lightning quick reflexes of Porter, they're just outstanding. Crafty at coming up with steals.
There's Green with the 3. And Shumpert kicks to LeBron. Shumpert dishes to LeBron. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Marcin Gortat.
has the NBA ever seen a more dominant athlete than LeBron James? He's the quickest player on the floor at any given time and the strongest, just one of a kind.
Cleveland shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And LeBron so strong finishing. He's complained that maybe, Chris, he's not getting the foul calls he deserves.
Man, he's so powerful. The officials don't always notice kind of the little stuff. I mean, you almost need to tackle him to prevent him from the and-one.
Now, here's Meeks. His last outing, he had 8 points. Beal against James. Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Bradley Beal.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Ball against Rose. They kick it out to Green. In the corner, it's James. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. James has got 7.
I like how James shoots off the pass. He knows how to catch the D by surprise.
And Wall kicks to Porter. There's a screen by Gortat. The drive by Beal. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Oh, just a solid screen to free him up. Makes the layup possible.
Rose kicks to LeBron. Shumpert in the corner. Back to James. And finished off by LeBron.
Oh, there's no slowing down LeBron. Even if you hit him on the drive, he fends it off well with the strength.
Wizards trail by 9. There's a screen by Gortat. And Wall kicks to Beal. And again, Washington with the triple.
But if you thought the D was going to tighten up on him here in the second quarter, think again.
Outside jumper. He dishes it to Love. Out to Shumpert. Back to Love. No good. Shot missing. Gortat with the defensive effort. Beal the pass to Wall. It's Meeks outside. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Now here's James. He's got 9. Outside Rose. Back to Green. Pass to Rose. The drive by James and the dunk by James.
James is just remarkable, showing no remorse when he's attacking the rim.
Outside Wall. And it's good. 2 points. Wall's got 4 points in the quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
LeBron kicks to Love. Shoots over Gortat. Love with another miss.
Off target with was what? Pretty good look from mid-range.
Beal gets a wide open look. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Yeah, talent in this league has it so that now pretty much every team can push the pace. You have to get back on defense.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Carter comes in for Shumpert. And a change for the Wizards. Markieff Morris is checked in for Jody Meeks.
And the Cavs trade for Isaiah Thomas reunites 2 former teammates. He and Kevin Love actually played a little AAU ball together, both of them growing up in the Pacific Northwest.
Well, he was off in the first, but he found a way to get his shot going here in the second.
Out to Carter. LeBron dishes to Green. Over Porter. Green, no luck. Wizards trail by 4. Outside Wall. Morris a screen. Morris with a screen on Thompson. Here's Porter. And the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
Well, you better wrap Porter up on these type of shots. When you don't, he fends off the contact well and finishes in style.
James outside. Thompson sets the pick for James. To the paint, they kick it out to Green. Fires from deep. Rebound, Washington. Morris has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. There's Beal with the 3. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Green kicks to Rose. From downtown. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Washington the other way. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Porter, no luck. Cleveland's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And it's Green slamming it down.
I'll tell you what, whether it was Steve Nash, whether it was my boy Jay Will or Mike Bibby, when you're open, LeBron James finds you in no time. Terrific recognition. I love playing with guys like that.
And Chris, one of the rare honors for an NBA player is to have their jersey retired. The Kings retired your number 4. What does an honor like that feel like? What does that mean to you?
Man, it meant so much to have my jersey retired. I was there with my family, my wife, my brothers, sisters, parents, and everyone. And so it was just a really, really great moment. You know, when you're playing the game, you can really, you say enjoy the process, but you never really can really enjoy it day to day because you're always thinking ahead, trying to get better. And so it was just a really cool moment to sit back and think about all the positive things we did in the city, for the city, and definitely for the game of basketball. So it was a great feeling, and you know, Sacramento forever. I thank them for that, and I love them there.
Wonderful years, indeed.
Well, it took some time to develop, but Otto Porter is starting to put everything together. He was considered a bit of a project when he came into the NBA, drafted 3rd overall, but all the promises now being fulfilled as he is a great do-it-all forward.
And you forget at times that Otto Porter was taken 3rd overall, Chris, as you mentioned. He's shown great development. He's had a big jump in play year after year.
Yeah, but so often guys who are considered projects that are picked early, they never develop. Porter was a risk, but made sure he lived up to his draft spot.
Simple screen, but there was a defensive mix-up that left the man wide open.
Outside, Wall. Morris a screen. All against Thomas. And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Wall.
He just needs some time to warm up. After a difficult first period, he has turned on the Jets in the second quarter.
Porter against James. Upside Thomas. And counted. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Big things come in small packages, Kevin. I mean, Thomas just contorting to finish through the foul.
And Isaiah Thomas, phenomenal in the pick-and-roll game.
Well, he's one of the best isolation scorers in the league. It's almost impossible to keep him in front of you because he has so many ways to score. He has a low center of gravity. He's quick, and he's not afraid of contact.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Crowder comes in for Green, and Smith subbed in for James. Now, here's Oubre. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. On the pass to Mahimi. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. And getting a perspective on the offensive tendencies here since the All-Star break, we've got a breakdown showing the average 3-point attempts versus 2-point shot attempts per game since the midway point of the season for the Cavaliers.
And clearly they haven't been shy about launching it from long range. That's the way the league has been going, and they are certainly embracing that trend.
Thomas's shot is off. Wizards trail by 4. Oubre, no one around him. Drills it from outside. Cleveland's gone 1 of 6 from 3-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. Now, here's Thomas. He's got 9. Takes a shot at the elbow, and it comes off the front of the rim.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
The best laid plans, right? Well, I tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Cavaliers lead by 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks a lot. John, looks like you're really in attack mode, getting into the paint to get your teammates open.
mean, you see it, man. The lane is open. I'm finding my teammates, they just get those guys open. That's one thing I said I want to work on since I've been here. I don't want to just be a myself player. I want to be a team player, and they're doing a great job of setting screens, getting me open. I got to just keep finding them and making shots.
Take what the defense gives you. Thanks, John. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime
Hey,
Show.
folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. What a performance so far tonight by Kevin Love. He had 13 points and 3 rebounds. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
The differential is the free throw attempts. And that's one of the big stories in this game tonight. They were being so aggressive and so smart that all they could do on the defensive end was foul.
And over to Shaq, your take on the Wizards.
Well, they've been getting worked on the glass. Out-hustled, out-muscled, out-bustled. Where's the fight? I know they got some tough matchups down low, but if they really want to win the game, they need to crash the boards way harder in the second half.
That's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway.
As we return to look at the corner of Euclid and East 6th in downtown Cleveland, just a few blocks from our spot here at Quicken Loans Arena. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Kevin Love really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And through the first 2 quarters, he was dynamite from beyond.
Yeah, I'm surprised the defense didn't do a better job of adjusting. I mean, extending out on him a little bit more.
Cavaliers leading. LeBron and Love are the deadly forward pair. Derrick Rose is out there with Isaiah Thomas, and it's Thompson in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Now, here's Thomas. 6 on the shot clock. Rose passes to Love. It's Thomas outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Thomas got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Cavs. Wall dishes to Porter. And there's the feed to Beal. Morris a screen. Beal with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Wall. And there's the call on Marcin Gortat. That'll be his second foul of the game. Cleveland leading by 4. James kicks to Love. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on Marcin Gortat.
Yeah, and Kevin Love played the first 6 years of his NBA career with the Minnesota Timberwolves, posting gaudy numbers. I mean, he never was able to guide them to the playoffs. He was more than ready to join the Big Three in Cleveland.
First one falls for him. And the thing that stands out is Kevin Love's unselfishness. He's such a team player. See, Webb, he knew he'd have to make sacrifices in Cleveland, and he has.
Yeah, he's made big sacrifices, and it's taken some time for them to gel. I mean, once Kevin figured out when and where to start this game, he was a big impact when he gained confidence. He's only getting better.
Now, here's Wall. The dish to Morris. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morris has got 9 points.
Oh, I love the strength of Morris. Even with suffocating defense, he wills these shots in.
Thomas kicks to Love. Love with another miss. Wizards trail by 4. Beal up top. He's covered by Rose. Beal can't get it to go.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the lean is probably not the best option on that shot.
And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for Kevin Love. 5th for free throw percentage, and he's an elite glass eater, a factor inside among the top 10 in rebounds per game.
And he's been deadly from the free throw line. Only a handful of players are shooting a better percentage. Phenomenal asset to have on your team. There's a screen by Gortat. Wall, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul called on the Cleveland Cavaliers.
It's so tough to slow down Wall. Once he has a head of steam behind him, you got to foul or either hope he misses.
The Wizards have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Now, if you're talking about the elite passers in the game, John Wall has to be on that list. He's averaged a double-double with assists for several years running. He has vision and knows how to find teammates after defenses collapse on him.
And with Wall and his passing last season, Chris, he became the all-time franchise leader in assists for the Wizards.
And I believe that it was Wes Unsell's record that he broke. I mean, that's great company to be in. Those two had different ways to get their assists, but both great passers. You get the feeling Wall can still get better.
And there's the call on James. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. On defense, the Cavaliers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Outside, Porter dishes it to Beal. Lets a floater go.
They haven't gotten their legs back. Just 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Thomas kicks to Thompson. In the corner, it's James. Back to Thomas. Cleveland moving the ball around. Buries it from 3-point range. And that's 18 points for Love.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Beal, the pass to Gortat. Shoots. And again, Washington, no good.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Wizards trail by 5. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the 3rd here. And Wall kicks to Gortat. He feeds it to Beal. There's the 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Beal's got 15 points.
He is a dangerous outside shooter, and if you leave him open, he can bury them consistently.
Thomas kicks to Love. Thomas sets a screen for Love. Pass to James. Thompson, a screen on Porter. James dishes to Love. 4 on the clock. Rose passes to James. Near the 3-point line, it's Thomas. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good.
He's been off target for the most part, but it hasn't held them back as a unit.
Porter outside. The rebound by Kevin Love. Love's got 4 rebounds in this game. Rose kicks to Thomas. Over Wall. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the leading defenses. Second, the Cavaliers.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Thompson. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Rose. James kicks to Wade. Love with the screen for LeBron. Love outside. To the paint. It's tipped. Porter against James. And Porter, here we go.
People may not see how quick Porter is on these drives. Sometimes the D has no choice but to rap.
And last season, Greg, you heard a lot of names brought up for most improved player in the league, and Otto Porter was one of them.
I mean, and I think for Porter, the change came when he just felt more comfortable from deep in terms of shooting. He always had a solid mid-range game, but now he looks comfortable from deep and has become one of the bigger threats we have in the league.
And Chris, the team you spent the most time with in your career, the Sacramento Kings, what was it like playing in a smaller market And do you think that's changed for star players today?
You know, I love playing for the city of Sacramento and the fans. Because we were a small market, I think we had some of the most passionate fans that I've ever seen in the NBA. But it was also tough, especially playing on the West Coast. You're the second of the late game. On the East Coast, many people don't see you. You don't have necessarily the support of everyone else because you're not in the largest city. So it definitely could be tough. But when you're playing a team like the Lakers or you're playing other Goliaths, you love it and you embrace that small David type aspect. And so I do think it's changed because of social media. I do think it's changed because of the internet and specifically the apps that you can now go into the locker room before and after the game. You can get a guy's thoughts right after he made a big shot or missed a big shot. And so I think if you would have had those tools, maybe it'll be different. But I think now definitely it really doesn't matter what market you play in. I mean, we were a small market at that time, but look, since it's been the OKCs and other teams that kind of have made everybody excited about basketball. So I don't think market plays that big of a part as far as your exposure and how much fans get to see you.
Good overview. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. Only 3 games left until the start of the playoffs. Let's see how the East will look. Taking a look at Cleveland. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time. Sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all. And, of course, the Wizards, just a few spots below there.
Well, I think for Cleveland, as talented a team as they are, has performed at a very high level this season. Everything's gone according to plan up to this point.
That's why you have to give a ton of credit to the players in terms of how they've played all season. And they aren't done yet.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Here's Thomas. He's got 12. Passes it to Holmes. He kicks it to Love. Fires for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Holmes got 5.
You love it when the big fella shows off his ability from beyond the arc.
Frazier kicks to Porter. Port's out with the ball. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. 6 to shoot. Here's Morris. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3. Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Here's Love. Port's out with the defensive effort.
Just superb defense there. You can tell they definitely affected the release of that shot.
There's a screen by Gortat. Frazier kicks to Gortat. Feeds to Galloway. Morris a screen. Galloway, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Outside Thomas. Outside jumper. Kicks to Wade. Holmes passes to Love. The shot will not fall. Gortat with the defensive effort.
His percentage from the field is not very strong this quarter.
Galloway dishes to Morris. It's deflected, and they're able to recover. Shoots over Holmes. Again the miss by Morris. The Cavaliers shooting 43% from the floor. Back to Thomas with a tie. Net ball. An assist by Love. Love's got his 3rd assist on the night.
You can tell he's getting a feel for his shot in the second half.
There's a screen by Gortat. Frazier kicks to Gortat. He dishes it to Galloway. There's a screen by Gortat. A 3-ball. Galloway with the bucket. Galloway has got 6 points in the quarter.
And that's how you answer back.
Trading bombs the last 2 possessions. They're going after him.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Well, one thing the Wizards have done a good job of is making use of the corner 3. It's the most efficient shot in the game. Wizards make sure they have that as an option on a lot of their sets.
Crowder, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Smith comes in for Shumpert, and then for Washington. Mahinmi's checked in for Gortat. Kelly Oubre comes in for Otto Porter Jr., and it's Jody Meeks in for Tim Frazier. Now here's Thomas. He's got 15. Here's Crowder, and that's good. Lead pass to get it done. Crowder's got 7 points in the game. And if you look at the personnel of the Wizards, it makes sense that they get so much use out of the corner three.
Well, not just because they have good shooting team from distance, but they have John Wall that breaks down the defense, attracts other defenders, which leaves wide open players for jump shots.
And here are the Cavaliers now after the basket by Washington. Smith kicks to Wade. From deep three-point range, Cleveland gets it back. Back to Thomas. Cleveland moving the ball around. Second chance shot. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Dwayne Wade. He's averaging about 7 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. When you have a shooter like him off the bench, it makes scoring so much easier for the bench.
Yeah, when he's taking on the scorer's role for that second unit, then the others can go focus on what they naturally do best.
Morris a screen. Oubre passes to Mahimi. Here's Morris. Cavaliers with the rebound. Holmes got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Wade on the wing. He's guarded by Meeks. Shoots over Meeks. And the basket by Wade. 7 points in the game.
And Wade continues to bury difficult shots. He loves sinking it right in the D's face.
There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, Cleveland. Over to the wing. Here's Galloway. 9 points in the game so far. Just 5 on the clock. 11 feet away. That's good on the jump shot. Galloway has got 11 points.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Crowder kicks to Thomas. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Thomas got 8 points in the quarter.
Oh, never shy about going inside. Thomas may be small, but he doesn't let that stop him.
Oubre dishes to Meeks. Pass to Morris. The feed to Galloway. Oubre kicks to Mahimi. Morris outside. Right wing. Here's Galloway. And it's off from three-point range.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Outside Thomas. For the lead, out to Smith. In the corner, Crowder with it. Near the three-point line, it's Wade. And it's Wade again missing. The Wizards with the lead. And stolen by Thomas. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Thomas is running. That one doesn't drop. Here's Galloway. He's got 11. The Wizards with another miss. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Right side, Thomas. Smith kicks to Thomas. To the inside. Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
Oh, the assist from Thomas. Finding the open man. Nice decision offensively.
There's the pick. Galloway, the pass to Oubre. Here's Morris. And no good trying to get that one. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Cleveland ahead, up by 1. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Washington trailing. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. The deadly duo of Wall and Beal are in the backcourt. Markieff Morris is out there with Mahinmi, and it's Oubre in at the 3.
Morris is such a gifted scorer in the paint. He utilizes both his height and weight to get deep inside.
Crowder, a screen on Morris. Morris against Rose. Thompson in the corner. Carter on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Smith. Carter outside. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And Washington has possession. They lead by 1. Wall dishes to Mahinmi. Knocks it loose. Smith outside. Here's Rose. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And the explosiveness of Rose, quick on the drive. That's why you see him getting fouled there.
Well, Greg, for 2 straight seasons before this, the Wizards have had a starting 5 that all average double figures on the year. The engine of this offense, I think, is the backcourt. But they can all hurt you, don't you think?
No doubt about it, Kevin. Having a balanced offense like they do makes it tough for teams to prepare defensively. You can't just double or key in on Wall or Beal because they do a great job of facilitating. And I think the bigger question moving forward is just going to be what will the impact of that bench be? And ultimately, that's going to determine whether they can contend.
LeBron James is such a devastating finisher around the rim. Cleveland's goal has been to surround him with as many three-point shooters as possible, trying to keep the defense spread out.
The free throw drops for Rose. And the old guard used to say that jump shooting teams can't win titles. Chris, that playoff defense was just too tough.
Well, it's a different time. The Cavs win while taking a ton of threes. Still, though, LeBron's interior threat is what creates those open looks.
Now here's Beal. Mahinmi a screen. Morris kicks to Wall. Clock at 6. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Look, the fearlessness of Wall is fantastic. Doesn't back down from anyone, even when he's deep in the paint.
Outside Crowder. Cleveland moving the ball around. Here's Thompson. And the rejection by Mahinmi. Outside, Wall. Tries it from 19. Cavaliers with the rebound. Thompson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Tries it from 19. They get it back. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You don't think Thompson is outstanding at using his body? Look at this, a muscular presence who picks up fouls well.
And that one misses. And Tristan Thompson in the middle, a player, Greg, who understands his role.
He just plays hard and does the little things. Defense, rebounding, energy. When he's blocking shots and protecting the rim, he is one of the best bigs in our league.
James checked in for Vince Carter. Now here's Wall. Over Rose. And the shot falls short this time. Cavaliers leading. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Here's James. Look at that jam. I mean, just beautiful.
And James simply one of the best dunkers in NBA history, I have to say. Highly creative in how he throws it down.
And the replay presented, of course, by Under Armour. Unleash chaos. Great stuff and some great basketball going on. Here's Mahinmi. It's rebounded by Cleveland. In the corner, Crowder with it. LeBron James on the wing. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
James is a workhorse down deep. When he's close to the basket, you better wrap him up.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, for a while now, the Wizards have felt that they are just one key piece away from being a major player in the East. And they've yet to find that player in free agency, but to their credit, they've tried a number of times.
Love's checked in for Cleveland. Gortat's checked in for Washington. Porter comes in for Oubre.
The Wall is out there to move the ball, showing off his stellar vision with passes like that.
Here's Rose. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. The screen from Thompson. Love the pass to Smith. Back to Love. Rose kicks to Love. 6 on the shot clock. Sinks the triple. And with the Wizards and free agency, they missed out on Durant and Horford, to name a few.
And really, the last major signing they had was Agent Zero, Gilbert Arenas. Unfortunately, the Wizards have had some bloated contracts on their books.
And here's Wall. Following the three-pointer by Kevin Love. Here's Gortat, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Oh, that's just the long arms of Gortat easily stretching out to gobble up rebounds.
Now Rose. In the corner, it's James. Rose dishes to Love. Lets it go from deep. Love with another miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Wall kicks to Morris. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got his 7th assist in the game.
Well, look, Morris can fill it up quickly. He's a dangerous scorer. He only needs a few shots to fall to find his groove.
Now here's Love. Thompson sets the pick for Love. LeBron left side. Back to Love. And that one is off. Gortat with the defensive effort. Porter passes to Beal. Chalk up 2 there. And it's now only a 1-point Cavalier lead.
Oh, I like watching Beal go to town inside. He has a great understanding for how to score close to the bucket.
And here is James. It's a pick by Love. James dishes to Thompson. Back to James. Love with the screen on Porter. Over Porter. Nice spin off the left rim and in. 19 points for LeBron.
You can't lose James in these situations. He's fantastic at scoring when a screen is involved.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That is his first foul of the game. Isaiah Thomas, he's checked in for Cleveland. Isaiah Thomas. Here's Beal. The 11-footer, and too long on the shot. Cleveland leading by 3. James kicks to Love. Shoots from 12. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got his 4th assist in this one.
Oh, you can't allow Love that kind of positioning. He's a high percentage scorer inside.
Now here's Wall. There's a screen by Gortat. Here's Beal. And that's collected by Love. Love's got 8 rebounds in this game. LeBron James on the wing. Back to Love. To the left wing. Thomas passes to Thompson. Outside for Thomas. 3 on the clock. Baseline J on the way. Outside Rose. The pass to LeBron. Thomas against Wall. There's the dish to James. From deep, Rose. Porter with the steal. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Oh, he just jams it right over LeBron. Wow.
Look how Porter maintains his focus on this play. Even when you knock him around, he uses his strength to nail these type of shots.
Free throw good, Porter.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show.
at the free throw line.
Over to the wing. Love kicks to Thompson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Now, we've all seen this guy's development. Thompson has proven to be a valuable role player. He's exceptional at tracking down rebounds and a more than capable defender.
And he knocks down the first one. He hits both from the stripe. Wizards trail by 4. Morris a screen. Outside Porter. Stolen by Thompson. Here's James. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 21 points for LeBron.
And James is super strong, incredible at powering through the defense.
Wall dishes to Porter. Nice ball movement by Washington. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open and is too difficult of an adjustment to make.
Here's Thomas following the basket by John Wall. And it's Otto Porter with the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
You watch Bradley Beal play, and it seems like he's been in the league for a long time. And then you see his age, and you're surprised on how young he still is. Younger than most of the top shooting guards in the league.
And with Beal being so young still, you know, we saw the jump in his production last year, Chris, but he still is on the verge of entering his prime.
Yeah, you think about this. Guards usually hit their prime between 26 and 29 or so. Beal still has some time before he gets to the top of his game. You wonder just what he'll be capable of when that time comes.
And he makes the first.
Now, the size and the length of Gortat, it comes in handy on both ends of the floor. I mean, he's a solid and more than reliable big man with a soft J.
And it's the little things that Marcin Gortat is so good at that helps you at that center position. His awareness of space, strong in the pick and roll, and also a solid finisher at the rim.
Now here's Thomas. Clock at 6, and the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Yeah, they've gotten careless, Kevin, no doubt about it, with their turnovers in the second half.
Thomas against Wall. Dishes to Morris. The rebound by Kevin Love. And with Gortat, it's those little things like setting timely screens or Greg moving to open up room for others that make him so valuable.
Kevin, he is deadly in the pick and roll. One of the best screeners in terms of his effectiveness to create space. And usually he's near the top of the league in terms of baskets that are created off of his screens.
Here's Wall following the basket by Kevin Love. Morris with a screen on Thomas. Here's Wall. They grab their own miss. Morris passes to Wall. And the rejection by Love.
Oh, it's great seeing Love take his defense seriously. He definitely has the limp to swat that one away.
Outside Thomas. Back to Love. Takes the 3. The kick out to Rose. He feeds it to LeBron. Love with the screen on Porter. Up off the screen and finished off by LeBron.
James is just a versatile scorer. When he's feeling it, get out of the way and let him do his thing.
Wizards trail by 8.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Thompson sends it back. Here's Love. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got 6 assists here tonight.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
That's just the aggressiveness of transition, making sure they come away with points.
Wall's shot is good.
Look at the edge Wall plays with. I love it. When he gets hit, he still remains calm and steady, focuses and knocks the shot down.
Thomas, it's a wide open look. That one off the back iron and out. Washington's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And Beal kicks to Porter. Hits it from 3-point range. And now just a 5-point Cleveland lead.
Porter is fantastic in these spots. When his team needs a bucket, he feels comfortable shooting.
Thomas dishes to Love. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Thompson. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
This is where Thompson feels comfortable. Shooting very close to the rim. He's efficient.
Wall kicks to Porter. They double him with James. And it's Beal in the corner. Lets it go from 14. And Washington again with the bucket.
Oh, they feel comfortable going to Beal down the stretch. He's a big-time gamer who welcomes pressure.
LeBron against Porter. Pass to Thomas. Back to James. The screen from Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. And Thompson throws it down.
Just terrific determination. First, compiling the lead, and now building on it.
Oh, man, and this is late in the game. It's tough for a team to come back. Everything has to fall into place.
Washington calls timeout. They're trailing by 7. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth. A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, LeBron James.
And, guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let-up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And with their spot in the postseason assured, he's picking up just at the right time to be on top of his game. Morris a screen. Here's Wall. The shot missing. And Cleveland the other way now. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
We got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Good on the triple. And now it's a 10-point Cavalier lead.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Yeah, that offense shifted into high gear. I love the attack moves.
Washington calls timeout. They're trailing by 10. 11 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole. It's hard to climb out of.
They can only blame themselves. A few missed opportunities, some miscues that they'd like to have back. It all adds up.
11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Buries it from three-point range. Now here's Thomas. We see the Cavaliers get the win here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Kevin, congrats on the win. Are you guys gaining confidence, and what are you figuring out?
Just that we need to continue continuity. We really need to pick it up on the defensive end. Offense, we can get whatever we want really at any time, but the defense is where we're going to need to get better.
That is somewhere where you have to tighten up, Kevin. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.